Hi, I had some questions about entering the data so that you could do the first problem on the lab activity for lesson 4. Okay, here we want to create a confidence interval, a bootstrap confidence interval for proportion. Okay, now I'm going to use a slightly different variation of the problem. So make sure you don't copy these results because they're not going to be correct. Okay. Here we want to find a 90% bootstrap confidence interval for the proportion of all baseball games won by the home team if a random sample of 40 games showed that 33 of the games were won by the home team. Okay, first thing we're going to do is open up Statkey and select confidence interval for a single proportion. Okay, um, and generally for proportions, we don't have to worry about uploading any kind of data file. You will just simply click Edit Data and then enter the values involved in the sample proportion. Okay, we had 33 home team wins out of a sample of 40 games. Click OK. All right, now we want to select two-tail and then generate about 5,000 or more samples. Okay, before we do that, note that the true sample proportion of games won by the home team is 82.5%. Okay, we probably will get something a little bit different than that when we generate our bootstrap confidence interval. Oops, I went a little bit further. This is 6,000 samples. Okay, now the confidence level is actually the proportion of the area in the central margin. Okay, for our distribution, we want 90% or a proportion of 0.9. Okay, notice how that also changed the tail areas. And our bootstrap mean sample proportion is 0.824, which is a little bit off of the true sample proportion. Okay, that's all right. We kind of go with that with the bootstrap procedure. Okay, the endpoints of our 90% confidence interval from the proportion will be 0.725 up to 0.925. And there you have it. That's your confidence interval. Hope this helps.